Nothing has changed here in Alice Springs or for Aboriginal people. You know, they come in with new laws and new programs and new policies, and it's for other people to benefit from. These people don't benefit. You know, look at this. Look around you. You know, nothing has changed. They used to live in tin houses in the 50s. So what's changed since then? You know, nothing has changed. They still live in poverty. They still have the same problems. And then someone comes up with a new idea. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to have an intervention. That's bullshit.
What do people need out here at White Goat? What are the sort of things they need?
Well, they need to be drawn out of this poverty. And bureaucrats are not going to do it because they suck up all the money. You know, the money never hits the ground.
What did you think about Rudd's apology speech?
Well, it's not much different to what Keating did in his time, you know. It's plenty of rhetoric, but at the end of the day, where's the legislation supporting this, you know? I mean, even now they're debating whether there should be compensation for the old people that are left. I mean, that shouldn't even be an issue. Why, everybody else gets compensation. Why aren't Aboriginal people entitled to that? The intervention's not helping anything. You know, the people who benefit out is the police and the federal police and everybody else that's coming here getting jobs and money. It's about the uranium that's here, and there's huge deposits around Alice Springs, and people talking about exploration and all that. I mean, it's going to happen whether Aboriginal people agree or not. And at the end of the day, who benefits from it? You know, the mining companies make trillions, and people still sitting down here in sheds. The opportunities are limited, especially in the communities. Most of the jobs are taken by white fellas, and that's a fact. And, you know, even when they send young people to school, they don't train them in jobs, in programs that's going to necessarily give them a job back in the community. There's no employment. They just talk about building another jail, $300 million, another prison. What, they're going to fill it up again with more Aboriginal people. We've got 80% prison right now in the Northern Territory. I mean, is this to compensate what's coming in with the intervention as far as cheap labour and everything else? If you don't work, you're going to go to prison. You know, the working class everywhere is that, you know, we're all under the umbrellas of multinationals who run this global economy that we keep hearing about, and it's all about making money. But you know, who gets all the profits? It's so inequitable. It doesn't get shared around. You know, and at the end of the day, it's the working class who make all these profits for people.
People are actually worse off than they were. If you think that the intervention was something good, something that we should welcome and embrace, well, it's actually been incredibly paralysing for our people. Our people have to travel up to 100 to 200 kilometres to a shop that will accept a voucher. So the direct result of this whole thing is people are hungry, people are starving. What do you do when the only access to food is a plastic card that doesn't work and won't work for another 5 days, and you've got children to feed? What do you do? You know, that what they're trying to do is pretty much like the model what Noel Pearson is, get people off their land and working menial tasks, minimum wages for businesses in other centres. It's not right. So, you know, they can waffle on as much as they like about worrying about our children. They've never cared about our children. They don't give a damn about our children. They try it out on us first because we're the most vulnerable in the community. We're the most least to defend ourselves. We don't have the resources to fight back. If you think you're safe living in suburbia Sydney, no. You better hear it loud and clear now. We are just the front line.